Hi Ben,
Hi, Remy.
I'm glad to see you. How are you?
How am I? I haven't been asked that question in a while. How are you?
I remember asking you that question last Sunday when we talked. Um, I kind of rushed to be here on time, but I managed to be on time. I had a sandwich I eaten very fastly.
Mm.
Um, Dreaded a bit to be late. I was encountering every red lights possible on earth on my way. It was funny.
Yeah.
All the red lights were there waiting for me. I felt amused was while also making space for resistance and irritation. Anyway, I'm here. I'm glad to be here. I'm back late. So Sarah says she's not coming.
Yeah.
I don't know about Chifani.
Mm.
So I guess I'm feeling slightly nervous. I guess I have negative predictions going on about the call. But as I'm saying it, I'm feeling a bit calmer and curious. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I'm curious what your negative predictions are.
Yeah. For some reasons, I think I had a negative prediction that I was going to feel obligated to stay on the call because you want me to stay. And that I would be dreading staying and dreading leaving
Yeah.
sometime. Are you more interested in exploring how you are now?
Yeah. I went into work yesterday for the first time in ages because there was a big talk by the CEO of the company.
Hmm.
And I had a meeting with my manager where I found out that he's really looking out for me and almost bending the rules to accommodate me.
Hmm.
Maybe rewriting the rules would be a better way of putting it.
Hmm.
And today, as a result, I feel really motivated to engage with work. But I've done all the work there is to do now, and I'm just waiting on updates.
I'm curious about the rules that he is willing to write for you.
Sorry?
I'm curious about the rules that your manager is willing to rewrite or recreate for you to accommodate you.
Yeah, well, in the first place, I was contracted to work in the office 2 days a week,
Uh-huh.
every week. And
Mhm.
then one day, my manager said to me, "You don't need to come into the office this week because you're mostly going to be working with this remote guy. So you can work at home all week." And then the next week, I asked him if I could work at home all week, and he said yes. And the next week, I asked him again, and he said yes. And the next week, he asked me, "When was the last time you've been in the office?" And I said, "Oh, I was just about to ask you if I could work from home this week too." And he said, I can't remember what he said, but it ended up with me coming into the office. And then I left, and I kind of thought that, oh, okay, well, they want me to come into the office every now and then and make an appearance. And so I thought, okay, I'll go in when I feel like it. But that never came. And um, And so, yeah, I kept working from home. And he told me yesterday that apparently there was a bit of conflict from the CEO of the company and somebody else because they were saying, well, he's contracted to be an office worker, not a work from home worker. And my manager was saying, well, you have to, you don't understand everybody's challenges. Everybody has unique challenges that they've been through, and everybody needs, like, supportive conditions to be able to engage with their work positively.
Mhm.
And he took that approach with them, and so, or how he said the contract isn't so important. When you get into IT or something like that, you find that things are different than what's contracted.
Mm.
So yeah, he kind of really stuck up for me. Can you reflect what you heard me say?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I heard your manager defended to you in front of the CEO and other people in the company to accommodate people's challenges, and especially acknowledging that with IT, the contract may not be adapted.
Yeah, that's it.
And I got that you appreciated that support.
Yeah, I appreciate it greatly. It's a lifesaver because I feel like I handled the situation really poorly. So I just did what I wanted without making any agreements with anyone else, and I kind of left my manager to deal with the consequences.
Mm. So you were uncomfortable having done what you did, what you wanted without checking, without getting agreements, and so you it's a great relief for you to see that your manager has been supporting you anyway.
I still feel a bit of discomfort with the way that I handled it. But the thing is, I felt like I really didn't want to come in. Like, I felt really averse to doing that, so I didn't want to open up a conversation where me coming in was a possible outcome.
You still felt uncomfortable with how you dealt with it, and you acknowledge that you didn't want to talk about it because it as a way to avoid making space for the possible outcome of you having to go to work in
Yeah, I
person.
kind of felt like I couldn't defend myself. Like, I couldn't. say what's important to me and what I need, and sort of stick up for myself if we got into a negotiation.
You didn't trust that you would stand up for your needs if a conversation was going to happen about it.
Yeah,
That
yeah. I didn't trust that my needs would be taken serious though.
part of that is that you didn't trust your need would be taken seriously
Yeah,
into consideration.
yeah.
So that's how you manage to smoke outside without being outside. Are you there?
Remy, I didn't understand.
What?
Say that again, Remy. I didn't understand.
So when I saw your door closing down by itself, I thought, how? This is I thought, how this is how Ben managed to smoke outside of the flat without being outside.
Yeah.
I felt amused by your creativity of playing with the rules.
Yeah.
I'm clearly not mocking. I really appreciate
Sorry?
being. I'm not mocking. I'm really appreciating being with you. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
do you believe me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm very interested with this topic of not avoiding conversations for fear of uh, seeing our needs not being taken seriously.
Yeah, well, what it is that when I started work, I kind of felt like I had, in data entry, I felt like I had no choice but to compromise on many of my needs because I sort of had to adapt to what they were offering, which was a certain kind of work and a certain style of work. And I felt like I didn't have very much say in the matter of like, what would work for me.
So you remember how it was when you were working in data collecting, and you remember vividly that there was not much space to talk about. You didn't experience having much space to talk about your needs.
Yeah, it didn't seem to matter. All that mattered is what they needed.
What it seemed is like all was considered was the need of the company, not
Yeah,
your needs.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it's very strong culture around putting needs of the company first, and you're like
mm,
the employee almost don't count.
yeah,
So sad and so unrealistic, because if you don't care of the needs of the employees, the company is sick. So yeah, I'm thinking of what what options we have.
Yeah.
I know that I like to be engaging in conversations that really make space for respect for people and their needs.
Yeah.
Thinking of that, I'm thinking of Shivani and the conversation we had, the convo we had this morning. And I think at some level, part of me was, I mean, the part that was most activated was the part that wanted to talk about um, ideas and philosophy rather than really connecting to what Shifani was talking about in terms of her needs. And so I'm discovering that right now. So I'm kind of curious of what sometimes may be in the way of really seeing that, hearing people's needs may actually serve. What is desired. Would you like to say what you heard?
I'm really sorry, Ronnie, but I got distracted by a message from work while you were talking. I should have said hold on or something so that you knew I wasn't listening instead of just letting you talk while I wasn't listening. But I didn't have the foresight to do that. I just sort of got drawn into it without really paying attention to my surroundings.
Mm. At least the recording got it.
Yeah, I
So,
think I need to go and take a work call, Remy.
okay.
I'll just leave my laptop here and see what's going on upstairs, but I'm not sure how long I'll be.
Okay. I'm not sure I'm gonna stay.
Oh, okay.
I see. I can do other things.
Yeah, okay. Well, if it's not very long, I'll send you a message when I get back, and maybe we can reconnect.
Well, I think I stay. I leave the Zoom open and do other things.
Oh, okay. I'll do the same.
Hmm.
Hey, Rennie.
You back?
Yeah, they said I don't need to join the call, but I might need to later.
Okay. I'm in touch with a part of me that is curious about how much you earn for this work.
Yeah.
I guess I think the part of me that is curious wants some inspiration around what's possible in a word.
Yeah. Do you want to know? I'll tell you.
Yeah,
I earn 42 grand a year.
42 grand a year. Wow. I'm trying to calculate how it is a month.
It's after tax, it's about 2,300 a month.
2,300
Yeah.
after tax. Okay. So there's a lot of tax.
Yeah.
Wow. So it goes down to 27.6 thousand a year
Really?
after tax. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like 42 grand to 200 and to 27. Wow. Yeah. Huge tax. Okay. I'm wondering if you if you want to raise.
No, I'm quite happy with the amount of money I earn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I've got all my needs met.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I think with that amount of money, that's for sure. I would feel comfortable. Just imagining it, I feel very comfortable. I think for this month, I would, for it would be kind of exceptional, but I think I would be around 200 and 100, 2,100 ish. But it's before tax. Well, I think I won't be eligible for tax this year, so it probably would be the same
Yeah.
after tax. Yeah, I'm wondering what you have energy for in terms of is there something a topic you'd like to talk about, or if you're open to any suggestion.
I also get £450 a month in benefits.
400 and what
£450 a month in benefits.
in addition?
Yeah.
How come you have that still?
It's after I was in the mental hospital. I
Yeah.
found this thing called PIP, and they did like an assessment and found me to be eligible for this benefit.
Okay. So that goes up to 3,000
Yeah.
and almost 200. It's cool. Do you plan to buy a house or something?
I haven't got any plans to, no. No, I'm not saving any money at the moment. I'm sort of spending all the money I earn.
Oh, how come?
What?
How come?
It just goes out on various things.
Hmm.
I've just got used to a lifestyle where I spend a certain amount.
How long have you been working at this job?
I think it's been 2 or 3 years now.
Oh. So when you were at the hospital, mental hospital, you were already working at that job? I don't remember that.
It was before I was working at this job.
Yeah, okay, it was before. So it's been already 2 years since this episode. Okay. Wow. 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, probably two.
Mm. Well, I wish you would save money every month.
Mm. Yeah, a little while ago, I was saving money every month.
Shifani is coming in.
Uh,
Once, what do you say? Some time ago you were saving?
yeah.
Hi, Shifani. Oh, she's connecting.
Now the money that I was saving, I give to my friend to help support him.
To a friend?
Yeah,
You saved money to a friend to help him.
yeah. I give money to a friend to help him.
Okay. Hi, Shifani.
Hi.
Hi, Stefania.
Hello. Sorry I'm late. I had a power cut.
Oh,
Well, that's no excuse. You should have a backup generator powered by a little pedal bike set up on occasions such as these.
Powered by like a little monkey.
Yeah.
I feel some concern, Ben. I wish you would save money still. But that speaks. I don't know. I'm amused to see that my reaction. Is there something you would like to talk about, Shifani?
Not really, not right now. I'm just in listening mode at the moment.
Okay.
At work, I'm working with this API at the moment that returns back really bad address data. It's sort of like formatted in all sorts of higgledy-piggledy ways, and we need to extract. Sort of like what's the word? Contiguous data. Is that the word? Yeah, I think so. Contiguous data from it. So what I was thinking of doing was using a geocoding API, like Google's geocoding API, to look up the address data and get back contiguous formats. But it turned out that the data it returns has very strange headers. The headers are sort of variable depending on the locality of it. So that turned out to be a bit of a dead end.
I heard that you had an idea to extract some information, but some of the things you assume are not working. And you need to find another solution.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what we need right now. I like the idea of this space to be of service of what we need. And I connect that idea to what Ben and I were discussing at the beginning of this call around sometimes being in environment like companies, work situations that sometimes seems to be not really caring about our needs. So I'm wondering what would be something that would support this space or the spaces that we share to be even more likely to support what we need.
That's a nice thought.
But foolish in its naivety. Ha, ha, ha.
Like JFK when he said we were going to walk on the moon, you mean? There's a bird in the field. Possibly making a nest. Maybe not. I don't think it's the season to make nests for birds.
What are you saying, Remy?
Talking about a bird, so I was also earlier talking about talking about the fact that there is sometimes momentum, dynamics in companies that seems to be focusing on the needs of the company and the thing that needs to be accomplished, and sometimes giving the impression that the needs of the employees don't count. I was making a parallel with the conversation that we had with Shivani this morning, and realized that I was engaging in the ideas, the philosophy, the reflection, the kind of building up some kind of understanding of a vision of something that I find inspiring. But I think I kind of missed out a little bit on what actually the needs of Shivani were.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, just observing that. And I think I was also connecting to something you said, Ben, about you feeling uncomfortable by the way you managed avoiding having conversations for fear that the conversation might lead to an outcome you wouldn't like. So not trusting that your needs will be taken into consideration seriously. And I'm wondering if it's at some levels, there's a belief in me that if I'm following and I'm trying to understand someone's needs, I might lose some kind of an opportunity to have space for my needs. That's possible. So I guess I'm wondering what would be a way of helping the spaces that we're engaging into? What would be a way to make it more more, what would we support it to happen more than in the spaces we go into, something that supports things to move in the direction of trusting that each of us will have space to express ourselves and to be heard to our satisfaction, and our needs to be taken into consideration seriously. That's the kind of space I want to engage into, and that's the thing I would like to contribute to have in the spaces we share. Oh, you said I have to go. Guys, I left a message on the group. Okay. I'm disappointed. I was really hoping Shifani would engage with this that I just shared. Ben, would you like to say what you heard me say?
You're reflecting on what I said earlier, and what you want to do is like the opposite of that, and you want to create a space where everybody's needs are taken into consideration. And yeah,
I think there is something that I would like to see is to support structures or practices that makes it more like we expect that each one of us will have space to express themselves and be heard, and our needs to be taken into consideration seriously. Do you reflect that?
you have an interest in building structures that that create space to take people's needs seriously.
I'm going to turn off the notification.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I just close WhatsApp when that happens.
Okay. How percentage do you think you're present to this call, Ben?
Well, I started thinking about work while you were speaking, so I don't want to put it in percent, but that definitely happened.
I'm wondering what are your needs for being here, Ben?
Connection, stimulation, growth, learning, acceptance, belonging. Yeah.
Connection, stimulation, acceptance, growth.
Yeah, taking time away from work for me at the moment is very present on my mind after my experience of going into the office yesterday.
Taking time out of work is important for you?
No, it's very present for me. Taking time out of work to come onto this call is very present for me at the moment.
Um, I'm not sure understanding what's present to you.
The fact that I'm taking time out of work at the moment.
Oh, so you self-conscious that you are taking time out of work now.
Yeah, on one hand, I kind of feel like, well, there's nothing else to do, so there's no point me being at my computer.
So you're rationalizing and to support your part that wants to feel okay with taking the time, but you're not fully at peace with it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So there's a need for integrity that is not met as fully as you'd like.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is, yeah.
So I find myself in a situation similar to Shivani with a friend. Like it's like it feels like if I'm, you know, accomplice to having this call with you, I'm supporting something you do that is not meeting your need for integrity.
Mm.
So it calls in me a longing for adjusting my positioning. So I'm yeah going into wondering what is it I could do to be more meeting my need for integrity myself. Would you like to finish this call now or in 5 minutes or something like that?
No, I want to stay on the call for the duration. There's nothing to do at work, so there's no point in me going back there.
And so do you want to explore this uncomfort you feel?
Well, I'm kind of aware that you were trying to bring something earlier and we didn't follow that because I wasn't able to follow what you were bringing. So I'm just kind of wondering how you are now with that experience and then focusing on me again.
Um, so would you prefer to explore that curiosity of yours, or do you want me to say something?
Yeah, I'd like you to say something.
Well, I'm reflecting on something that we talked with Chaim, and this notion of honesty in friendship. And in terms of what happened, how I feel right now, I feel myself on the verge of, I could I can see that the part of me that felt a little bit disappointed, but I am also observing that a part of me chose to be some kind of resilient about it, flexible and surfing with the wave and not really being attached to any particular outcome, just surfing. And if, even Shifani being there and then living in the middle of me hoping that so there was like continuation of frustration and disappointment.
Yeah.
like the red lights before the call.
Yeah.
And I'm just amused to observe that things it flows. So I'm just open and relaxed. Actually, I watched a movie with Brad Pitt called Ad Astra, and I think this movie really had an impact on me. It nourishes this what I'm describing. There's something around really staying cool and present, no matter what happens, no matter how even tragic or terrible things can occur at times.
So
I
what's
don't
the
know if you-
message? To experience the moment, no matter how tragic or terrible things can be at times.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if it's the message, but the main message of the movie, you mean?
Yeah.
Mm, I don't think it's one thing that is visible in the movie, but I wouldn't say it's the message of the movie. I think that the movie is more like it makes space for the depth of how we are touched by life and how lonely we feel sometimes and how huge and massive and enormous sometimes the loneliness may feel. But there's also things that makes us feel alive. It can sometimes take a long time and a long trip before getting back to feeling what we feel.
Yeah, I've experienced that. From feeling alright to feeling really not alright to feeling alright again.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the main thing I've got going for me, and it's why I do a lot of what I do is just to feel basically alright.
Do you want to be more explicit with the thing you do?
Smoking, working from home, lying on my sofa all the time, watching YouTube, meditating, all the things that I do. It's all designed to feel right, to achieve a state of homeostasis.
I'm glad to be outside in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, the windows open. I have my head almost in the field. I'm feeling the breeze, seeing nature. being connected to you, having a glass roof, seeing the trees through it, in the sky. I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah.
And technology that makes us speak from across the sea.
Across the channel.
Across the channel, which is the sea.
Yeah, part of the sea. Although we are connected by land because of the Eurotunnel.
Yeah. True. Which I took a few times.
I'm gonna have to go and check something for work in a sec.
Yeah.
Are you playing on your phone, Remy? Are
What?
you playing on your phone?
No, I'm listening to Celeste's message on TWP newcomer.
On what?
TWP newcomer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I thought that we could have invited Giovanni to participate today.
Yeah.
Could have. I'm wondering, I think what prevented me was a negative prediction I have that you would not be happy about it.
Uh, I guess I'm not ready to invite Shivani to all the calls all at once. I kind of want to invite her to one call with a bit of time in advance. It sort of suits me better to get to know her that way better.
Yeah, I think I got that at some level. So that I think that probably what prevented me from doing so. I guess I got a more or less clear sense of
Yeah, I'm just going to go and check something for work, Remy. I'll be back in a sec.
okay.
Yeah, someone sent me a link and I couldn't open it on my phone, so I needed to go onto my work computer where I'm logged in to open it.
Mhm.
I realized that I'm not asking to bring in differences, and neither are you, and I think that's a big mistake. I think I've done it a few times today, and I think it's causing the conversation to lose its focus.
My understanding is what brings differences that you are sharing your attention between this call and work.
Yeah. So you're saying what brings in difference is me sharing my attention between this call and work?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is bringing differences. But that's, I kind of feel like I've got to do that. I kind of feel like the terms that I'm coming to this call on are that if something at work happens, that needs to take priority.
Would you still be at work in an hour or two?
No,
In an hour, you wouldn't.
in half an hour I finish.
In half an hour, you finish. So it's 6:30. So if we were start. Hmm. Today is the 14th call on Wednesday we're having.
Mm.
You did a little bit of Sunday calls because you didn't start right away. I think we had some calls on Wednesdays and Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. It's true that I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really mourning the loss of connection here because it was really good at one point, the connection between you and me, and it seems to have. I think mostly because I couldn't listen. I wasn't listening to you when you were talking, so we kind of lost the thread, and that happened twice. And I think you got frustrated and sort of gave up on expressing yourself because I guess that's a mind read. But is that true?
It's not true consciously, maybe subconsciously, but I'm not aware of it.
Yeah.
Yes, I guess I think I just split my mind to be available for the next interruption.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting interruptions. That's why I'm.
Yeah.
So it's true that it doesn't make available maybe possibly going as deep as I would go if I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
But I try again with Shifani and she left. So. Yeah, I think I'm disappointed, kind of But I guess it's not exactly true. It's like I'm where I am. Maybe it was true. Maybe I felt disappointed for a second, but now I'm curious. What is it we want? What is it we have energy for? I realized that I was listening to a message from Shivani, and I'm somewhere, part of me expects the next interruption for me to be able to listen to it.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'm wondering how you feel, Rini.
I'm feeling sad that my work is having this impact on the connection between us and the relationship between us.
I don't know if it's your work or if it's your ability to juggle with two balls.
Yeah. Maybe what I could do is try and make clearer signposting. So when I need to read a text from work, I say, "Hold on a second, Remy, I've just got a text from work." And when I need to go upstairs and do something, I say, "Okay, in like 5 minutes, I need to go upstairs and do something," and then I'll go upstairs 5 minutes later and do it. Things like that.
Well, definitely being informed, whatever the way, that you are skipping from one space to another, I think would give me the clarity that would prevent me from talking to a space where I think I'm listening to where I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd like to do that for you. Do you have a need for respect that's not getting met?
You what?
Do you have a need for respect that's not getting met by what was happening earlier?
I didn't manage to turn off the notification for some reasons. I don't know why. Gotta turn off WhatsApp. Yeah, it's the best. Turning it off. But I don't even know if notification comes from WhatsApp. So I don't know if it's respect that wasn't met. I think not exactly, because I trust that you do the best you can and I do the best I can. So in some way, I didn't take it as a lack of respect. It was more like a need for presence that wasn't met, a need for company.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes me think of something I saw once on a YouTube video, and it was this guy who took his kid to the zoo, and the guy was like on his phone the whole time,
Uh-huh.
and he was totally ignoring the kid.
Hmm.
And somebody went up to him and said, "Look at your kid. He looks distraught. He's gone out to spend some time with his father, and his father's on the phone."
Yeah.
But I can't remember what happened after that.
You know, I think I lowered my expectations today. I'm I had high expectation last week on this call, and I experienced feeling crushed,
Mm.
and I felt like crying telling it. And so yeah, I think today I came with a really low, very low expectation, which was just to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what's happening. I'm being there the best I can. I'm enjoying the surrounding I put myself into. You know, that's where I'm nourished, even if nothing meaningful happens on this call. It's meaningful for me to be outside enjoying nature. And I'm I appreciate being connected to you, and you are where you are, you do what you do, and we talked since last week, and so I know you didn't mean to be mean. You were where you were, and I was also some kind of naive at some level, and so there's no one to blame. I mean, I'm not interested in blaming anyone. I'm just yeah, we are where we are.
I feel a bit sad hearing that you lowered your expectations for the call because I have high expectations for these calls and I want to be joined in that.
Yeah, well, I
I'm
was
thinking,
I had a moment where my expectation went higher. As when I started to make some connection between what you shared about your work experience and what happened with Shivani, and my understanding of where I was making where what I was making space for in terms of philosophy and ideas, and seeing that I was not really super clearly connected to her needs.
mm,
And then I realized that you were not there. So I don't know.
yeah, that's a bit sad.
Yeah, well, it's also difficult to be a group of two. You know, it helps when there's more people.
Yeah,
But then when there's more people, we can mourn the fact that we're not just two.
yeah.
Well, I'm curious if you want to explore your high expectations for this call.
I guess I was getting my needs met a bit when we were talking about work and people who kind of don't feel like their needs matter in the face of a corporation and the corporate need. Um, I kind of felt very connected to you when you were saying that.
Mhm.
And I guess right now I feel committed to the goal, which is the group name, which is talking with purpose, to actually get to a meaningful conversation. You know, I've been sort of like clarifying it throughout the course of developing the website and inviting new people. What the what kind of conversation is important to me, and I guess it's like you that I want conversations. I want spaces that make space for people's needs and consider people's needs. So I guess I'm wondering, what are our needs right now?
Can I tell you what I heard?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I might need help. I heard you say that I'm distracted by a thought that I would love to share, but I'm containing it. Yeah, I heard you say that um, you're looking for some kind of way to move forwards to find congruency between the name of the group, Talking with Purpose, and what we're doing in the group.
Mm-hmm.
And you are interested in exploring what we need.
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
No, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay, I have 10% left on my laptop, and then I will switch on the phone if for whatever reason it cuts off.
Yeah.
I'll come back with the phone. In terms of needs, I think when you mentioned the group Talking with Purpose, it had it revealed a need for me for clarity around the different spaces and what is the group and what is not the group. I think for me, I have a need for also autonomy and I guess acknowledgement for why I stand and for what is acceptable to me and for what is not. So it's like it seems that there's some kind of disagreement between birds. It's kind of a dance. I was distracted for a second. So yeah, a need for clarity in terms of space, need for clarity of boundaries. Need for clarity around spaces. I guess probably a need for identity, you know, like where am I? Where do I stand? 5% left on my laptop. Yeah, I guess there's something around wanting to find some kind of some comprehension. I think, you know, it's like my experience is that if you or I would not have been committed to be present as we have, there wouldn't have been calls happening.
Yeah.
Or there wouldn't have been conversations because it would have been just you in one space on your own and me on my space on my own.
Yeah.
So for me, as a matter of fact, it's like I want to acknowledge that you and I have been the leaders that made this conversation possible so far.
Yeah.
So I'm clear that it's also that I would have been able to do what I did without you. But it's something that I find very uncomfortable when you said I'm the leader of the group. It seems like what you did could happen without me.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
And I don't think it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess there's definitely a need for acknowledgement and a need for honoring everyone's contribution. When I say that, I mean everyone. So it's like I don't know how, but that's a need of mine. Kind of really respect for everybody's contribution, whether it is done explicitly or not. It doesn't matter. That's a need of mine. Hmm.
You want a reflection?
If you want to,
Is that a yes then?
I'm open to your reflection.
So you kind of want acknowledgement around like we've both been turning up to these calls in a present way, and you think that that's what's contributed to the possibility of the quality of the conversations we've had, and so you want to acknowledge both of us as leaders, and you don't think I could have done what I did without you.
And the opposite is true. I mean, couldn't have done what I did without you.
And you couldn't have done what you did without me.
Yeah, because you've been on every single calls, and I was pretty much on all of them, but last Sunday, maybe I missed another one or two.
No, I don't think you did.
What?
I don't think you did.
You know, I'm thinking of James Green and Nelly and things when they said they were the founders of the group, and I heard you say a few times that you were also one of the founders of the group because you've been there since the beginning of it, of the training game. And I heard clearly there was a denial of acknowledging that part that you were. Yeah, there was definitely some resistance I heard from James at least to acknowledge that, and I think I felt closer to you having experienced what I experienced the last couple of weeks when I remember that experience of yours. It was James.
Are you open to me are you open to hearing my response to that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think there is something about like I felt very wounded in some way by that whole experience, and so sort of calling myself the leader of this group is kind of like really sort of like restoring what was broken in that place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can understand that there might be a need for restoring what's been broken, and I can definitely understand that something might have been broken.
Yeah.
I feel hurt just thinking about it, just the lack of acknowledgement that you've been there since the beginning with James and Ellie.
Mm.
So I'm curious what's present for James that prevented him from acknowledging you. But yeah, I'm back to here now.
Can I reflect?
You can, yes.
So you feel hurt, sort of acknowledging that my contribution wasn't recognized in that group, and you're also wondering what was going on for James. He couldn't recognize it.
Yeah, and I'm back to now wondering what's alive now for you, for me.
And then you went coming back to now and wondering what's alive now for us.
Yeah, so we have 4 minutes left.
Yeah. I have a response to some of what you said about James Green, if you're open to hearing that.
Sure, whatever you want to bring up.
Okay, so yeah, like I think I kind of very much got the message that my contribution wasn't valued, and I even got the message that I had nothing to contribute in that space. I felt like I had nothing to contribute.
Wow. I hurt and sad hearing that. For in the last few weeks, especially since conversation with leadership role, or I've been thinking of James and kind of wish he would see how much you are a contribution.
Mm. Thanks, Remy.
Two minutes left.
1 minute left.
1 minute left. And 2% left of my laptop. That will do for 1 minute.
Yeah. What will run out first?
What?
What will run out first?
Yeah.
The race.
1%. 30 seconds. Thank you, Ben.
Okay, thanks, Remy. I'll see you later.
Okay.